Yo, what is up, guys? It's Bankrupt Dope, back again with another video, and today we are back on some Star Rail. Now, guys, I have made so many videos in the last 2 weeks. Not a single one of them have been uploaded. I've made Black Clover content, and I have made Honkai Star Rail content, but I have not uploaded any of them. Now, before we get into the actual meat of what this video is about, I just want to explain, like, why don't I upload, right? Like, why do I upload so inconsistently? What's happening? Black Clover, let's start with the root one. Why haven't I uploaded Black Clover? It's because the game is not competitive, right? The root of this is the competitiveness, and are you competitive as a channel? One, my channel was small. I was trying to grow, but Black Clover as a game itself is too small in the gacha community. I'm not going to say that there's not a lack. I'm not going to say that there is a lack of effort, but in my opinion, there is not enough work being done to make that game competitive. And even the high-end Black Clover mobile players are not competitive in subscriber or viewership count. Objectively, it's just not. The game as a whole does not have much of an audience. Theoretically, yes, I could be the person to bring audience if I randomly blew up and I could bring something to the game. But that's a slim to none chance. It's really just like a lottery shot. I don't know what else to call it. I know some people would disagree, but in my opinion, it's a lottery shot if I was to ever do something like that. And so I decided to not necessarily cover that game primarily or cover anything primarily as a small channel because it's difficult to grow. Do I get the views from the game? Yes. But it's difficult to grow when the top creator for the game doesn't even grow much from the actual game itself. So it's very difficult for me to grow in that space. And then on to the Hoyoverse side of things. Why don't I upload my Genshin content? Well, one, because people only care to watch my summoning videos. And this is like a little thing of like where it sucks to be a small creator nowadays when you're not doing anything spectacular. And it's funny not to diminish what anybody does, because these content creators for a lot of these games are good at what they do. They're great at what they do. But sometimes it does just quite literally boil down to who does it first. And whoever does it first gets to establish the community. You can argue with me all day if you want on that point, but I think that's the truth. And I can be just as talented as another creator in a certain category, but why watch me when someone else already does it? Do you see that it starts getting redundant? And it's very easy to say, oh, to do something creative, but like some of the, like, let's take example. Let's take somebody who covers a character and then gives out best builds. It's not necessarily a creative idea. That is something that is a baseline across any game that has a gear aspect in it at all. It's a very baseline thing. It's just a question of who does it first. And then that becomes the person, and especially if they're consistent with it, they will tend to be the one getting it. Especially if they have a remote following to them, they're going to be the pioneer for said game for a long time if they continue to consistently upload. That's just how it goes. And it's very difficult for someone of a lower caliber, lower subscriber count to try to hop on that bandwagon and make the same kind of content. It's just not going to go that well. And theoretically, yes, you can still do it, but it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of luck. People don't want to say that's what it is, but it does take a lot of luck. A lot of things is just a shot in the dark, and you have to hope for it to work. There's really not much to it when it comes to YouTube and being content creator in YouTube, especially going from small to big in a space where there are so many big creators already. So, all that to say, right? I don't upload Black Clover because the game itself is not competitive, and I don't upload Star Rail content because that's also not, there is no competition. I cannot compete. It's quite literally impossible. There's nothing I can offer to the game, right? There's nothing I can offer that people haven't already seen. You see the point here? There's just nothing there. And today, or yesterday, last night, we all know what's happening. There's a thing with that Brax and those other people who got access to early access characters, a private server. Now, I'm gonna be very honest with you. I'm gonna be very transparent. There is an easy solve to this, right? I always have to bring it back to Dokkan Battle because it's a game that it's one of the bigger and biggest successful gacha games that do things like this without a problem. The game already has a private server that people can access and use characters early. Hoyo wanted to shoot themselves in the foot and do this thing of exclusivity, which isn't necessary. Just make a private test server for people to use. That's it. That's all they have to do. But the reason they don't do that is because they don't want you to know things. Like I said, I think that Hoyo's business market, in my opinion, is not that great. I think they have a dedicated player base who will always fall into it. It's a good market. They have a good strategy, but it's not a great strategy. It is a good strategy that, for lack of better words, the white knights and devoted players will always fall for it no matter what. You get what I'm saying? It could be better, but why go better when people are going to fall for it anyway? You know what I mean? And this is not, it's even visible with this thing now, with the private server. Instead of just making a public private server, meaning your content creators just get access to it and access it whenever, instead of doing that, they're limiting it to X amount of people in their content creator program. And it's all like, why do that? Why do that? Why not just make it free reign? Like, here, you guys can get on the thing. You guys can go into it, because just truthfully, I think if that could be the case, it does change how people would go about getting characters. Makes for a lot less video. Like, I can see the problems with why they don't want to do it, but I think that it's better. In my opinion, I think it's a better thing because there are games like Dokkan Battle that work perfectly fine with a test server, with people knowing about what a character can do way before the character ever comes out. And no one's crying about it. No one's upset about it. It's like, it can work. Believe it or not, Hoyo, you guys can drop that test server for every single one of your current content creators, and your game will not be affected. Your game won't be affected. You want to know why? Because at the end of the day, your content creators are going to dictate how many people are going to summon on those banners anyway. At the end of the day, people are going to listen to your content creators anyway. So why limit, who's going to get it? Don't do that. It's not necessary. It is not necessary. Just give it to everyone. I know I'm a nobody. This video quite literally might have no views when I upload this, but I'm going to say it anyway. Hoyo, allow all of your creators to do this. Please, trust me. It won't affect your sales. The people who were not going to summon weren't going to summon anyway, and the people who are going to summon are going to summon anyway. If you want to and you can keep up with the leakers. You can keep up with the leakers and keep the same views and keep people happy. This doesn't have to be a thing of a give and a take thing. It's not necessary. It is not necessary. So I just say all that because this is just starting unnecessary drama that did not need to exist. This is a completely avoidable thing, as people dropping all these big videos about, this is over for me. We're supposed to do this, and that, and that. And this goes to the next part of the video. Like, this is all fun to say this one thing. I've been watching Mtashed for a very long time. I've been watching Mtashed since Destiny, guys. I am not OG, but I like Mtashed for Mtashed. I watched Destiny is where I learned him. That's where I watched him. I didn't actually watch much of his Genshin because I didn't play Genshin. And I got back into it when I got into Star Rail. And oddly enough, he's not the reason I got into Star Rail. I just, new game came out. I think you guys saw it when because I hopped into Genshin Impact around the same time when Star Rail was coming out. And then I noticed that, hey, I still follow Mtashed, and he uploads Star Rail. Like, he's starting to upload Star Rail, so I got back on him. All that to say, right? Mtashed, you're okay. Obviously, once again, I have to say this one more time. I'm a nobody. I'm no one. I am not anywhere remotely. I don't make money for this. I get money for nothing that I do in the YouTube space. I invested way too much money in hopes that I could go somewhere. And, truthfully, I just don't think I will. And that is what it is. But I'm not in your shoes, Mtashed. I don't know what it's like to be in that position. I'm still new to the working world. I just recently got a job not too long ago, about 6 months ago, a full-time job. I just graduated from college. So I can't say I understand how this feels to have your job affected because this is your job. This is your business. I don't know how this feels to be affected. But I know from the outside looking in, after looking at your channel, looking at what you uploaded recently, you are okay. You are not a one-trick pony, Mtashed. You are very creative. Even within your Star Rail, Genshin, and all the videos that you uploaded, they are a lot more flexible than what you think. You do not fit in a box to where your content has only ever worked because there isn't a private server. I just wanted to make that clear. Take this from somebody that watches your videos from the outside and looking in. This does not affect your videos at all. They maybe slightly, maybe they will, and then I won't know until, you know, things actually start happening. But you're flexible. You have your drama. You have just your you just have your feels crafty. Mtashed, you feels craft characters. Do you understand how ridiculous that is? When there's people like Gotcha Smack and all the other people that theory craft, that use actual numbers, will throw them up on the screen and have the numbers. But yeah, how many of us still go and watch Mtashed just guess how he feels about a character? I know I do it. I literally, in the same breath, I will go watch Gotcha Smack give me numbers and numbers and numbers, facts, and then I will go and turn on Mtashed to hear what he has to say. Same thing applies here. People are going to have played with the character. But then we're going to see Mtashed goofy self making a video talking about how he dreamt about Akron. We're still going to go and watch that, y'all. We're still going to go watch it, man. So, just wanted to make this video. Go over all these things. I know it took me a while to get to this video, but Mtashed, brother, you're okay. Maybe no one sees this. You don't know who I am. No one knows who I am. Like I say, I'm no one. But I just wanted to go ahead and drop this. It does stink the way that things are. I think, if anything, this affects more of the lower end than it does the higher end, because I really do think you're far more flexible than what you think, and your content's spread out amongst the Honkai Star Rail creative side more than what you think. And I don't think this will hurt you as much as you really do think it will. I really don't think it will. Maybe it will in the end. I'm just being optimistic, and I really do just think that your content's too good for this to be the end for you in Star Rail, you know. But yeah, that's all I have to say. The title will be, this is gonna be like the first time I think I've ever name dropped a video, but you know, why not? You know, I'm doing this so on the off chance that Mtashed somehow watches this video, I just want you to know, brother, you're okay. You got this. Rock it out. I don't know how it feels. I know your feelings are valid. Like, I understand why you feel the way that you do. Like, I don't actually understand, but like, it makes sense why you feel the way that you do. And I'm not gonna try to demean that, but you are okay. I don't think you have to be as worried as you are. I think you got this, but I think the shock, like I say, this is shock, you know. It gets you. It gets you. But I think you got this. I think you're gonna be fine. I think your channel is gonna continue to grow. And when Withering Waves drops, oddly enough, I've not watched, I think I might have watched one trailer on that game ever. I'm ready for that game to drop and going in completely blind. But I think your channel's fine. You were hyped for Withering Waves anyway. And hopefully Withering Waves comes out sooner rather than later, so you can transition over to that game full time anyway, so you can enjoy a new game and get a whole new set of following. Hopefully you can get some hard Star Rail people over there. I'm pretty sure people will transfer over anyway. And you're gonna keep it pushing. You know, you're gonna have another kid and you get another house, and everything's gonna be right with you. So yeah, that's all I have to say. I'm sorry I stumbled back there. I don't script my videos. I probably should. That's why I have like 500 subs, because I don't script. I don't edit. I kind of just like to get on here and talk. I'm like a podcast person. I'm really thinking about it. I mean, I need to look into a different field. I don't know why I made Gotcha videos. But yeah, that's it. That's all I have to say. Thank you for watching if you watched. And I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.